treatment of alopecia areata in a localized disease. Now see, the problem is created by T cell. What we need to do is to remove the T cell. And we know steroids are the classical lymphocyte inhibitor. In localized alopecia areata, we will give intralesional steroids. Now, why do you want to inject steroids? This is because we have already know where is the problem. The problem is in the bulb of the hair, which is deeper. So no matter how much ever cream or steroid you apply, it's not going to reach the bulb. So if you want the steroid to reach the bulb, you have to inject steroid. And here we use triamcinolone acetonide. There is a treatment named contact immunotherapy, which is also known as contact sensitization. So what is this contact sensitization? Let's assume there is a lymphocyte which is attacking the hair follicle right now. Our intention is to remove these lymphocytes away from the hair bulb, right? I don't want to give steroid in alopecia totalis and universalis. So what do? I put a liquid which is called DNCB or DPC and another one is DEB. These are very strong toxic chemicals and a very strong antigen for the skin. We apply it on the skin. Now when you apply the DNCB as a liquid, you put it in 1 centimeter area on the skin. So now see what happens. The T cell up till now was focusing on the hair bulb as an antigen. And we introduce the second antigen as a competitor. So now the T cell has to first check which one is to be attacked first, whether the hair bulb is to be attacked or the DNCB is to be attacked, because the stronger antigen is the priority. So DNCB is a much stronger antigen than hair cell. So then the lymph node will say, let me stop giving lymphocyte to this hair bulb. Let me start attacking the DNCB. So all the T cells are diverted away from the hair and going to the DNCB. So you will find whenever you put DNCB, the area become red in 2 days and the patient start feeling itchy. So we have diverted the T cell to a new area. Now when this happened, the hair bulb is free and the bulb which has a stem cell will go and make that hair grow back again. And then you keep on applying the DNCP once a week or twice a week for 6 to 9 months. This is how contact immunotherapy works. Okay. Now, side effects include severe dermatitis, urticaria, pigmentary abnormalities like vitiligo. Contact immunotherapy has been in use since early 1980s and no long-term side effects has been reported. Now, cosmetic measures. Female patients with extensive alopecia areata and unable to treat often choose to wear a wig or hairpiece. Extensive disease, we have to use systemic steroids. But look, this is just a treatment. But in actually, we don't want to treat the alopecia totalis and universalis with systemic steroid. See, the issue is we don't want to give too much steroid to the patient, as the majority of patients alopecia areata is a cosmetic issue, not a life-threatening issue. So something which is unnecessary like hairs, imagine giving steroids for a long time and even after that results are not promising. Like you might get hairs but they may disappear after stoppage of treatment. But the side effects of steroid like avascular necrosis is very common. Now we can also use drugs like sulfasalazine and azathioprine. Now, one of the drugs which used in alopecia areata is tofacitinib. Tofacitinib, which is Janus kinase inhibitor, JAK1 and JAK3 inhibitor. Okay.